Hi everybody, welcome back. Blogger 2015. We're going to move on and go for a few little bits and pieces that we were meant to cover at the end of last year. We covered a little bit and now we're going to go over so you can actually reflect on what it was. And those were the placing the photo behind your header and then also how to manipulate that photo using a great free program called Paint.net. It's available online for anyone. Doesn't matter who you are. You just need to go on to your Google Omnibox, which is at the top, and you can type in download Paint.net for Windows, anything like that, as long as you're mentioning Paint.net and download, and you'll come up with some of the options as you've got below. I've used several of these before. You just need to make sure when you do press download, top one is the original owners, and when you do press download, that you actually just are careful. Once once you have the program, the piece of software, and you start using the wizard, just make sure that you untick or tick the things you need to. You have to read them. Don't just press go, 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 go. Check, because otherwise you will end up with those annoying little search toolbars and stuff like that at the top of your page, and that's the last thing I want you to have. But download it and off you go. And run with that. Basically, once you've got it on there, it'll sit in the background. You can put it as an icon on your desktop, a shortcut, however you choose, whatever it is, but you're just ready to run once you've got that. Now, we're going to work from Narratives New. I'm going to move through this as fast as I can because I don't want this session going too long at all for you. But Narratives New, we're going to run down here and we're going to go to the layout, as we often do. Once we're in layout, we're looking at the top part here. It's a gadget which is automatically installed into our blogs, and we're going to go into edit here because hidden in there is actually where we put the photo. There's my photo at the moment, which I have on there, which we've worked on last year. You can see it sits at the top of the page. We're going to remove that image, and I'm going to leave shrink to fit here all ready to go, and you can see I'm 970 pixels wide on mine. Now I'm actually going to go and edit my photo first. If I try and put that on now, I've got a massive photo and it's just not worth doing. So I'm going to go down here to my picture. I'm going to right click on that image and go to open with, just there, and then you can see Paint.net has appeared, and I'm going to click on Paint.net. So here we are, and there's my image. It's a little summer photo down at Yorkies, and I've got myself and my son on a surfboard out in the rocks. One of the reasons I wanted to use this one is I just want to show it at the very top of the picture there. It's such a plain picture. Now, I don't need that much space, but it gives it space for the title to be used, and for a simplicity you can see what's actually going on. Down the bottom, anything can happen, but I'm going to cut this now because I don't want it that high. So up into here I've got the rectangular select tool. I'm going to come down to about here. I'm pretty lucky with this photo. I can have quite a landscape photo, and I'm going to look at having that about there. Crop to selection. That was just in there. Image, crop to selection. And it did it. So you notice that highlighted spot, straight up to image, crop to selection, and that's exactly what happens. If all of these things here annoy you, if you're saying, oh, I don't like it, it's cluttered, they're all just here. And all you have to do is go up here, click on those, and unhighlight them, and there's your whole page. You can go back and click on those at any stage. So if there's a highlight that you're wishing, you can go and do that. Adjustments. I do recommend going and mucking around with these a little bit and having a look and seeing if there's anything that you can change that will make it. Saturation always works. Bring out the blues. If you want to make yourself look a little bit browner, or if you want the water to look bluer, if you want the kids' red to stand out, it's completely up to you. You can change with all of those sorts of things. But that's not really what I'm worried about today. But those tools are all in there. Everything is in here. You just need to play. There's often one of the nicer ones as well, just to finish it off. I'll often sharpen things up just slightly, and it gives it just a little bit more crispness, but that's depending on whether or not you want that. Anyway, there we go. So there's our photo. Now what I've got to do is make sure I save that. So save as, I'm going to put that in the same spot. I'm going to put that as example 1, 2, we'll call it. So example 12, that ends up. And do I want it to be 6 megabytes? I'll leave it as that at the moment. So off we go. Now, I'm going to run back now to our blog. Where are we? In here. I'm going to choose my file, and I'm going to find one too. There it is. And off we go. Now, this hopefully still had, I didn't double check, but yep, still shrink to fit, so it should hopefully do that. Alright, now the image is done. So, we just got to make sure you scroll down here, and on the side here, make sure you're pressing save. So it's behind the title and description, and there's the photo now. Hopefully we've got it all shrunk to fit, and it's going to look lovely. Let's have a look. We'll save that. We can go back to our blog rather than being on paint.net, and we're going to save that arrangement. Just make sure you do that before you go viewing. So I've already got it at the top. Up to my view. Let's have a look. Has it? Has it? Has it? Come on. Ah, beautiful. You can see now at the top, narrative's new. That's sitting in a really plain and nice spot to work with. So we can go back to our header here. Have a look. There we are, back on our layout page. Go up to Template Designer in here. It opens up in Template Designer into this little spot, and then we're right on our templates looking at. We'll go straight past that to Advanced, and we're going to look at blog title. There it is there. And now you know the space that you've got to work with, so you can actually, expand that size of the title. Look at the different fonts that you might need to use. It's completely up to you. Having a look and bolding it. And when you've worked it out where you are and what you want and how it works, and for kids, for families, whatever it is that it's for. It sits. I might not even want to go white sitting on there. I might go to a blue so it fits in nicely. But that's all to you. That's all completely how you want to do that and have some fun. But that's how you put a photo on. If there are any questions, please let me know through either Google Plus or on the video itself. And I can easily go through paint.net or anything like that again. There are other options. You can use anything you want to manipulate a photo. Windows itself has its own program that you can use. But I find that to be a very handy program to work with through the year for the various things that I do. And it's a few steps, and bang, photos are manipulated in many different ways. Just come and ask at any time, and I'll have a chat to you about what other options there are. Enjoy, and I hope the photos that I see coming up are fitting perfectly on the vlogs. Take care.